I remember a time when every setback felt like an insurmountable obstacle. I used to wake up feeling overwhelmed, asking myself, why does everything have to be so difficult? But then I asked a simple yet profound question. What if every challenge is actually a hidden opportunity waiting to be discovered? That question completely changed my outlook on life. I began to see each obstacle not as a barrier to my success, but as a stepping stone toward growth and strength. Imagine for a moment that every problem you face is like a puzzle, a mystery waiting to be solved. Instead of feeling defeated, I learned to ask, what lesson is this experience trying to teach me? When I shifted my perspective in that way, I started to see that the struggles I encountered were not punishments, but powerful tools for self-improvement. Every time I embraced this mindset, I found myself more resilient, more resourceful, and more determined than ever before. I now believe that the true measure of success is not how smooth your journey is, but how gracefully you navigate the bumps along the road. Challenges, when seen through the lens of opportunity, transform into catalysts for personal evolution. So the next time you face a difficult situation, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? This shift in perspective is the first step toward unlocking a life of limitless possibility. For a long time, I held on to the belief that my abilities were fixed, that my intelligence and talents were predetermined and unchangeable. I used to think, I'm just not good at this, or I'll never be as successful as those around me. But then I discovered the transformative power of a growth mindset, a way of thinking that celebrates effort, perseverance, and continuous learning. Imagine if every time you encountered a challenge, you saw it as a chance to improve rather than a reflection of your shortcomings. I learned that the most successful people in every field are not the ones who were born perfect. They are the ones who embrace the journey of growth. When I shifted from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, I started to see failures as temporary setbacks rather than permanent limitations. Every mistake became an opportunity to learn, and every critique became a stepping stone to greater mastery. This mindset shift wasn't instantaneous, it was a gradual transformation built on daily affirmations and persistent effort. I began to remind myself that my current abilities are just the starting point, that every new skill can be developed with time, practice, and dedication. I replaced thoughts like I can't do this with I haven't mastered this yet, and that made all the difference. Embracing a growth mindset means believing that change is possible, that every day is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. Failure used to terrify me. I believed that every failure was a sign that I was not cut out for success. I would dwell on my mistakes, letting them define me, until I finally realized that failure is not the end of the road. It's simply a part of the journey. I began to see failure as feedback, a necessary ingredient for growth. Think of failure as the universe's way of telling you that you're pushing your limits, that you're daring to step into uncharted territory. Every failure, every setback is a lesson in disguise. I started to reframe my failures by asking, what did this experience teach me? How can I use this information to improve? When I adopted this perspective, I found that failure wasn't a dead end, it was an invaluable mentor guiding me toward success. I recall moments when I stumbled repeatedly, when I tried and failed at something many times over. Yet each failure honed my skills, sharpened my resolve, and brought me one step closer to my goals. In that process, I realized that the only true failure is giving up. If you keep moving forward, learning and adapting with each setback, failure becomes nothing more than a detour on the road to achievement. So, embrace your failures. They are the raw materials of success. There was a time when I was trapped in a scarcity mindset, a constant fear that there wasn't enough to go around. I believed that success, wealth, and opportunities were finite, and this belief kept me confined in a world of limitations and fear. I lived in a perpetual state of I'm not enough, or I'll never have enough. But then I made a deliberate choice to shift my perspective from scarcity to abundance. Imagine waking up each day with the belief that the universe is overflowing with possibilities, that there is always more than enough for everyone. When I adopted an abundance mindset, I began to see that every challenge carried with it an inherent opportunity. Every setback was matched by the potential for growth. I stopped worrying about what I didn't have and started focusing on what I could create. I realized that by sharing what I had, by investing in others, I would attract even more abundance into my life. This shift wasn't just about positive thinking, it was about fundamentally changing the way I viewed my world. I started to celebrate the successes of others instead of feeling threatened by them. I embraced the idea that there's enough room for everyone to succeed. When you open your mind to abundance, you invite opportunities to multiply, to flourish, and to break free from the confines of self-imposed limitations. I used to underestimate the power of words. The way we speak to ourselves shapes our reality more than we ever realize. For years, I'd catch myself saying, I'm not capable or I'm not worthy of success. But I learned that every word I utter has the power to program my mind. That's when I discovered the I am principle. Each morning, I stand in front of the mirror and declare, I am strong, I am capable, I am destined for greatness. These affirmations aren't just empty phrases, they are the building blocks of my future. They serve as a constant reminder that my past does not define me and that my potential is limitless. Every time I affirm my worth, I am actively rewriting my self-identity. I've seen firsthand how shifting my internal dialogue changes the way I act. When I say, I am resilient, I approach challenges with determination. When I say, I am evolving every day, I embrace learning and growth. The I am principle has become a daily ritual, a powerful tool that continually reinforces the belief that I am in control of my destiny. The power of personal responsibility. There was a turning point in my life when I realized that waiting for external forces to change was a futile endeavor. I finally understood that I am the architect of my own destiny. No one else is responsible for my success, my happiness, or my growth. It's all in my hands. Taking full responsibility for my life was the most liberating moment I've ever experienced. I made a conscious decision. I would stop blaming circumstances, other people, or even luck for my setbacks. Instead, I began to ask myself, what can I do to change this situation? This shift from victimhood to ownership has been transformative. Every decision I make, every action I take, is a step toward the future I desire. By accepting full responsibility, I empower myself to shape my life. I learned that while I cannot control everything that happens, I can always control how I respond. And that response, that choice to act with determination and purpose, is what ultimately defines my journey. I now wake up every day knowing that my success is my own, and that knowledge propels me to take bold, decisive action. In a world that often demands perfection, I once found myself paralyzed by the fear of making mistakes. I was so caught up in achieving an unattainable ideal that I ended up doing nothing at all. Then I discovered the beauty of progress, a journey where every small step forward is a victory worth celebrating. I've learned to value progress over perfection. Every time I make a little improvement, whether it's learning something new or overcoming a personal challenge, I celebrate that success. I remind myself that each day is an opportunity to be a better version of myself. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, I now embrace the imperfect steps that lead to continuous growth. By focusing on progress, I free myself from the paralyzing grip of perfectionism. I allow myself to be human, to make mistakes, and to learn from them. This shift in focus has brought more joy, more creativity, and more resilience into my life. It's a reminder that every forward step, no matter how small, is a powerful move toward achieving my dreams. I used to see obstacles as dead ends, impassable barriers that stopped me in my tracks. But over time, I realized that every obstacle carries within it a hidden opportunity. When life throws challenges my way, I now ask, what is this experience teaching me? How can I turn this setback into a stepping stone for growth? I remember a particularly challenging time in my career when everything seemed to go wrong. Instead of succumbing to despair, I chose to look for the lesson hidden within the chaos. I discovered that the setbacks I faced forced me to develop new skills, to network with people I never would have met otherwise, and ultimately, to redefine my goals. What seemed like a painful setback became the catalyst for a series of opportunities that reshaped my professional life. By learning to view obstacles as opportunities, I transform moments of adversity into experiences of empowerment. I have come to believe that every challenge is a gift and invitation to become stronger, wiser, and more innovative. B. Learning to view obstacles as opportunities. I transform moments of adversity into experiences of empowerment. I have come to believe that every challenge is a gift and invitation to become stronger, wiser, and more innovative. Gratitude is a practice that has radically transformed my outlook on life. I began each day by taking a few moments to reflect on everything I was grateful for: my health, my loved ones, the opportunities that lay ahead, and even the challenges that have taught me valuable lessons. This simple habit of gratitude has a profound impact on my mindset. When I focus on what I have rather than what I lack, I open myself up to an abundance of possibilities. Gratitude shifts my perspective from scarcity to plenty. It fills me with a sense of contentment and inspires me to give back. I've learned that an abundant mindset is not about ignoring challenges, but about acknowledging that there is always something to be thankful for, even in difficult times. Every moment of gratitude builds a reservoir of positivity that fuels my drive and inspires me to achieve even greater things. It's a reminder that life is rich with opportunities, and when I cultivate gratitude, I invite even more abundance into my life. As I reflect on the many shifts I've made in my life, I am overwhelmed with gratitude for the journey. The path of transformation is never linear, it's filled with twists, turns, and occasional setbacks. Yet every step, every challenge, every victory has contributed to the person I am today. I now see my mindset as my superpower, a dynamic force that shapes my destiny and drives me forward. I challenge you right now to pause and ask yourself, what limiting beliefs are holding me back? What mindset shift do I need to make to step into my true potential? It's time to shed the doubts, the fears, and the excuses. Embrace the possibility that you are capable of extraordinary things. Your journey is uniquely yours, and every moment is an opportunity to grow. I am here to remind you that success is not a matter of luck, it is the result of a powerful, resilient mindset. The thoughts you choose today will determine the reality you experience tomorrow. So dare to think bigger, dare to challenge the status quo, and dare to embrace the endless possibilities that lie ahead. Every day is a new chance to redefine who you are and what you're capable of. Step forward with courage, trust in your journey, and remember that each mindset shift is a stepping stone toward the incredible future that awaits you. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights that empower you to unlock your potential. Let's build a community of limitless possibilities where we support one another in our journey toward greatness. Until next time, keep striving, keep believing, and remember, your mindset is the key to unlocking the extraordinary life you deserve. This message is for motivational purposes only and does not constitute professional advice.